Right, today here at J-Tech with Shane Gibson, we're working on a Chrysler 727 automatic transmission. As you can see right here, this front seal, we've had to replace it. We got it out already. Took a little bit of working to get it out. The seal and everything that was in there has been in there for a while. I'm guessing probably for most of the life of the transmission. Anyway, this 727 everything started being manufactured in 1963. Went all the way up, had it installed in most of the vehicles and everything, four-wheel drive, some diesel applications up until the early 90s. Then they end up switching up and using, I believe it was a 565 or a 526. I'm not sure on that, but I know they switched up. And at this point in time, we'll be doing the front seal replacement. And this transmission here actually came out of an airport tug. Right there, as you can see. Wasn't too hard to get out and everything. On this tug here, we had to do a few other jobs. One of the things we had to do was we had to actually go and rebuild the Stenodyne fuel pump. The fuel pump and everything is actually over on this side. It's a mechanical fuel pump. You can see it right down in here. Anyway, this was rebuilt and everything by one of the students here at J-Tech, put back together. Had to go through and bleed the whole system. Once everything got done with that, we found that we had a fuel injector and that thing that was messed up. It actually wasn't actuating right, so we had to go back in and rebuild it. It was the front fuel injector here. We got that opened up, got it all cleaned up and everything. It seems to be working really, really good. At this point in time, as you can see back here, it's where the automatic transmission came out down in here, hooked up into the bell housing with it. But in this situation here, we had a front seal that was leaking, and we also had water that was in the transmission fluid and everything. It's kind of funny, you know, I've never seen it actually when it came out, it looked like Pepto-Bismol, for lack of a better word or a better analogy. But yeah, this one here, like I said, we will be getting this front seal put back in. Once we get the front seal put back in, we will get the torque converter put back on, and hopefully get her mounted back in and everything right, get her all bolted up, put the gasket back on and everything. We got to clean all this up still. There's still a little bit of gasket left around it. We'll clean all that up and everything before we put it back in. And once we get her back in, we'll fill the sucker with transmission fluid. And everything's said and done, we'll fire this pig up. Hopefully this thing will work out pretty good. So there'll be more to come. Once we get on and everything, get the seal back in, they'll be showing you what it looks like with the seal in. Oh, one more thing. On this transmission here, actually, this is a 3-speed. It doesn't have an overdrive or anything like that. Back behind here in this plates and everything is where you got your bands and stuff. I believe on this transmission here, to get to the reverse and first gear, you actually have to go through the oil pan on the bottom to get to that band. On this one here though, for the second and third gears and everything, you actually have to go through in the inside of the transmission. It means you either take the back off and everything, take your front plate off, and you can be able to get to the bands there. Anyway, we'll have more to come on this and everything once we get farther in the job. So we'll get back to you here in just a few minutes.